X-Men. The Russo brothers. Will they come back to Marvel Studios to direct the X-Men? Previously on X-Men. Will Taron Egerton be your new Wolverine? Dude's ripped enough for it. He's got the stature for it. I think he could. I think he could do it, to be honest. He's on record saying that he's talked to Kevin Feige about it. Why he's talking about it publicly, I don't know. Are they going to announce that at Comic-Con? Because usually they're under NDA agreements and they can't talk about it at all, especially to the press. So you know when they're talking about stuff like that so openly, they're either not getting the role or they're dropping little sprinkles of hints, some nuggets, some hint nuggets. Yeah, that'll work. That works. They're dropping hints to lead up to San Diego Comic-Con, and hopefully they'll announce an X-Men movie with the Russo brothers directing. Do I really want the Russos back to direct? They could, but they gave us those Avengers movies, so I think if they want to not do it, that's fine. That's fine. But that is the tone of the MCU. They have taken over, and they've set that tone for the MCU. Personally, I could go either way with it. They could get Taika to do an X-Men movie, and I'd be cool with that. And people are expecting the X-Men announcement like any time now. And to be honest, we still have all these movies coming out. Blade, the new Thor's coming out. It's already out, actually. You know, we have Black Panther 2. It's just, we have a lot on the slate already. And they announced Fantastic Four. And I don't know. I really don't know if we're going to get the X-Men news that we want. I don't even think we're going to get the Fantastic Four news that we want. Because we already know that, what's his name? Homeboy, Jim. He's not even the real Reed Richards. John Krasinski. That's his name. John Krasinski. They brought him back for fan service, and it's not even a done deal that he's going to be the MCU 616 Reed Richards. You know what I mean? So X-Men's in a weird position. I kind of wish they stayed with Fox, because we would have had a bunch of movies by now. And even if we get that announcement, it's still 3 years away. Maybe 2. If they announce it. If they announce it at Comic-Con. I don't think we're going to get that news, but I think Taron Egerton could definitely play Wolverine. He's young enough, so that goes with my rule about recasting and rebooting a character. Cast them young, keep them around for 20 years. It's the only way to do it. And Taron I think he's under 30, so perfect. He's already looking for supplements and shit he can take. He's already working out, so good for him, dude. If he really got that role, I wonder who they're gonna cast for everything else. That's gonna be super awesome, because I think they're gonna lean into their comic accurate look. I already want them to be a team and operating and doing missions. I don't want another origin story. How do they enter the MCU? How come we don't know about them being mutants? Like, who cares? Just give me an X-Men movie that with them being the X-Men. I want Magneto to already be being Magneto and just doing his own thing. But I don't want him to be like the main villain. I want him to like come around, say what up to the squad. Maybe he fucks them up or whatever and he takes off. But I don't think he should be the main villain. Because I never saw Magneto as that. Because they do team up a lot. So who would you guys want as the main villain of a rebooted X-Men movie? That's a great question, dude. They can't do Apocalypse right away. Dude, I don't know what they're going to do. The Eternals already introduced a bunch of stuff. Doctor Strange. The MCU's all over the place. And I don't know. That's why I'm saying the X-Men they just need to be doing missions already. And they can't worry about explaining where they've been. Like, oh, where have you guys been? Why weren't you guys in Infinity War and Endgame? I don't care, dude. They just weren't. Make them a co-op team that only like a shield type thing. They're the X-Men core unit of people, like mercenaries type things. Make them that, like, make that. Who should direct besides the Russos? My version of X-Men. Let's just take the first few episodes of the animated series and then you have your movie. Sentinels. They should use like the prison idea with the collars again. They should do an all universe type thing, almost like a futuristic type, like the opening of Days of Future Past, where the world is just totally like under destruction. But you couldn't do that with a core MCU movie because that Earth is, well, you never know. You got this not the Titan, is it Titan, Celestial, coming out of the water in the Eternals, and they have all this crazy stuff happening, but they never really address it. So maybe there's a bunch of Sentinels from like corrupted like Tony Stark program, Ultron program. Now that like they're Sentinels, I don't know what they're gonna do. That's what I'm saying. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. What are they? Are they even gonna have Magneto have the same backstory? Like, how old is Magneto gonna be? They should have just brought everybody over from the Fox universe. You already had Patrick Stewart in there, even if it's an alternate version. Bring them back. You already recast everybody as younger people in the First Class timeline. You have all the younger actors, minus Wolverine. Granted, I'll give you that. Hugh Jackman's getting up there. So maybe Endgame changed things. When Wolverine comes back from being dusted, he's like a younger version or whatever. I don't know. X-Men. What do you guys think about the X-Men? I don't think we're going to get that announcement. I think there's a 50-50 chance of the X-Men movie getting announced. I think we'll get Fantastic Four news before the X-Men because we already have an announcement. We already know John Watts is directing that movie, so my money's on Fantastic Four. And I'm not really excited for it either because I like the older Fantastic Four movies. I think all those actors are perfect for those characters. Even Chris Evans as the Human Torch, he's on record saying he would want to come back as the Human Torch. So, and all these movies are canon now because Doctor Strange and Spider-Man literally changed everything regarding canon in the Marvel movies. They opened everything up. All those past movies, they exist in the multiverse of the MCU. You know, one of the Earths, that's where they're at. So, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Will the X-Men be announced at San Diego Comic-Con? Or Disney's, Disney, D23, yeah, that's what they call it. D23. Which one of those? What kind of announcements are we going to get?